Mike, well, Elon Musk saying he's sold 10% of his stake in Tesla. That was the goal he set back in November with that famous Twitter poll. In an interview with the Babylon Bee, Musk saying, quote, "I sold enough stock to get to around 10% plus the options exercise stuff." SEC filings, however, show he still could have more selling to go. As of last night's filings, he'd sold around 13.5 million shares. His goal was 17 million, so he has about another 3.5 million shares to sell. Now, that options exercise stuff that he talks about, that's the $23 billion worth of options he has to exercise by August. His tax bill on that will be more than $11 billion. That's the highest in U.S. history. Now that we know he has more selling to do because he still has 3 million more options to exercise. And if he doesn't exercise those, he would be leaving about $3 billion on the table. You look at the stock today, it's up about 7%, still down around 18% since that poll in November. So when all the dust and the noise settles here, Sarah and Mike will probably be down somewhere between sort of 13, 18%, which is what everyone expected going into these sales to begin with.
Yeah, I was going to say, Robert, I mean, in some respects, I mean, this could just have been very routine. Other founder CEOs, they just kind of mechanically sell off shares. He had to make a little bit of an event and a populist moment out of it. But there was also, I guess, at some point, this idea that in addition to the expiring options that he would need to exercise, there might have been some incentive to take the gains in this tax year. Is that a relevant issue right now? I mean, do we see, that being a disadvantage if he starts selling stock in 2022 on a tax basis?
It's very relevant because if you look at the stock sales, there were two buckets. One was the pre-scheduled sales that were part of the options exercise and the taxes. There was another $6 billion that was completely discretionary, quote, to his pocket. That was, as you likely point out, probably due to tax increases at the federal level. He doesn't pay state taxes because he now lives in Texas, but he clearly wanted to get this done this calendar year before taxes might go up starting January 1st.